And we're back!
Whoa!
Oh, my dear sweet Jeebus. Jesus on the crapper. Anywho.
I've got 2 coconut halves, and I'm happy.
Oh, my God. So.
It's from the Monty Python showing at River Oaks. So.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I posted the picture of Frank Miller and Ben Affleck on our Facebook, wanting to know if anybody could make the connection between the two.
I already did.
Yeah, you did. Well, it took a little bit of prodding to get you there, but.
Well, you just told everybody who it was.
Well, yeah.
And what's their connection, sir?
The Dark Knight Rises. Ben Affleck playing Batman. All the images and the trailer that we have seen so far. My goodness, it looks just like Frank Miller's Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
to
armor,
the T.
The armor, man. I think it's early for them to do that, but fuck it, man. Why not?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's very obvious DC is embracing their multiverse.
Well, yeah, and I think what happened in the first movie, as they're kind of as you're hearing everything that people are saying about Superman in the trailer, I think it is a valid way to go with it.
Oh yeah,
Batman to stand up and say, "Hey, look, man, you're fucking shit up around here. What's your deal?"
Well, the way we see Batman, we see a plane actually doing an airstrike against the Batmobile. Well, that's very indicative of how he was pretty much seen in the Dark Knight as well. Is he was seen as an enemy of the state, and well, it's really looking like he is viewed at the same way in this Dawn of Justice. And I'm really hoping it pans out in that direction.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they do with it. And they didn't show any clips in that trailer of Eisenberg, but the brief stuff that I did see in the trailer that you were like, that's crap. It was like, okay, you could do this. You can do Lex Luthor. I want to see how Lex Luthor plays into it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be interesting.
And we also watched the little commercial Gillette is doing for Age of Ultron with the razors, and I think it's absolutely hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
And from what I understand, this is going to be released kind of as like a toy, almost. It's actually going to be available, from what I understand, in a clear plastic case, and it'll have the 4 Avengers razors in it. And man, I'll pay it. Don't give me shit. I see you cutting eyes. Damn it. But yeah, I'd love to have it. That's a really cool thing. And with us building me soon to be starting construction on building a nerdery headquarters.
I laughed my ass off at the Cap.
The Captain America. Oh yeah.
It doesn't just cut once, not twice, not 3 times, but 87 times.
Yeah.
Shows the shield swiping across your jaw.
Currently, I've queued up on the TV the Fantastic Four trailer that was also dropped here recently, and it's definitely looking interesting. Far better than its predecessors.
Oh, that's not hard to do.
Less comic book, more
I think based on Ultimate.
It does look a lot more like Ultimate's Fantastic Four. Yeah, I'm down to watch it. I'll give it a chance. Just because the Thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
Granted, yes, Michael Chiklis played a great Thing. He did an awesome job. I love the fact that they kept it real with the makeup and the actual like realistic costume, but a CG Thing is the better way to go. Yeah.
And who was it that actually suggested this? I don't remember who, but if they actually had Michael Chiklis come in as a cosplayer somewhere, that would be hilarious, and I'd love to see it.
This is actually the 4th Fantastic Four movie. Did you know that?
No. Oh yes. The first one was never released.
Right. It was shelved, And the reason Marvel made it was so nobody would get the rights
Fox.
to it. Or Fox made it
Yes.
so nobody else could get the rights to it.
Yes, the contract stated it never had to be released as long as they made a film.
What I think is bollocks, though, is that Fox has the rights to it, so Fox and Fantastic Four and X-Men can exist in the same universe, but Fantastic Four and Avengers can't.
Okay, so the rumor currently is Fantastic Four, Age of Apocalypse, and Daredevil will all exist in the same universe.
Daredevil can't. It's
Well,
ABC
not Daredevil.
Studios.
Something else.
It's Spider-Man?
No.
That's Sony. Sony and
Disney.
Spider-Man will exist in the Marvel universe, and the Marvel characters can go into the Spider-Man universe.
Correct.
But
It's Fantastic Four, Age of Apocalypse, and something else.
But
they're all going to have a shared universe.
Except if this Fantastic Four bombs, then Fox will lose it because they have to make a certain amount of money, or if they don't make a certain amount of money, or they bring the property into disrepute, which you kind of go off that Silver Surfer movie.
Speak up.
They lose it.
Well, that's
hence why they're rushing this out, because their time's almost set to put out a movie.
Yeah, they're actually really, really close to their deadline.
And it appears Doom will be in this one as well.
Yes, and he is in the new trailer that came out, and he looks awesome.
Yeah.
What's wrong with putting Mole Man in the creation?
Shut up, Soren. No Mole Man.
Oh my god.
What? He was in The Incredibles.
The Underminer.
Oh my god.
If there wasn't enough Fantastic Four references in that movie.
Oh,
At the
God.
very end, out comes it.
Dude, they just airdropped the Thing. That's amazing. The chick who's playing Sue Storm, I've seen her before. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yes, she has.
She was in the first season of American Horror Story. She was actually in House of Cards for the first.
She was the first thing I saw her in, and the thing I'll remember her most for is Shooter.
Shooter?
She was in Shooter.
Oh, with Mark Wahlberg?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, his spotter who got killed, that's his wife. She plays his wife.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we have seen her before.
Oh God. Yeah, Soren's showing me a picture of
That's
Halo's Pillar of Autumn. 7 feet long and made entirely of Legos.
Oh god.
That's crazy. He only has some crazy time. Check that out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
That's
from a couple
pretty
months
neat.
ago.
That's pretty neat. Whew, man.
Oh, so what else we got?
You said we had a lot to discuss.
Yeah, apparently something got leaked online again.
I don't
This
want to
being
see it.
this.
I do not want to see it.
Apparently, this is post-credit scene for Age of Ultron from overseas.
Post-credit bullshit.
Honestly, I don't buy it. I mean, it just seems two-staged. It's a window washer, and he's cleaning a window. And as he cleans it, you spot Spider-Man on the wall behind him.
Your mom's a window washer. I don't know.
But he's sitting there screaming, "You missed a spot." I don't buy it. I don't buy that. That's the real deal. That's just too hokey of a way to bring him in. And not to mention that the voice
They haven't
you hear,
even done a new Spider-Man movie yet.
No.
I mean, they're talking about just tossing out Amazing and doing something else. What are they going to call it? The Spectacular Spider-Man?
Exactly.
Oh,
Spider-Man?
my bad.
Yeah. The Spectacular Spider-Man is what's allegedly...
Web of Spider-Man. You know, that's I guess that's the great part with Sony is, you know, they can keep revamping it because they've got at least 6 or 7 titles to go through.
Yeah.
You know,
Superior.
I'm waiting for that one. I'm waiting for Peter Parker to somehow end up with the consciousness of Doc Ock controlling his body and just calling it Superior Spider-Man.
I want to see Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet Spider, then you got to go to the whole Ben Reilly clone saga thing, and that was just a big snafu.
Not necessarily. You may have to go through the whole Kane thing.
Yeah.
They used him
Well, you got to admit, there's plenty of material there.
Are we talking Ben Reilly clone saga Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, or are we talking like
the Kane?
No, I'm talking Ben Reilly.
Because you know the Kane Scarlet Spider was based out of Houston for the first 10 or 15 issues.
No, for the whole run.
For the whole run?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually have the first issue.
That I did not know.
Yeah, it was cool because you actually get to see, I think,
there's actually a panel. Whoops, no more buildings.
Well, there's an interchange. Well, yeah, and he has to hitch a ride on the back of an 18-wheeler, which is pretty legit. And
especially around Houston.
Yeah, especially around Houston. And you've got, I think it was the I-10 or the 59 interchange that was drawn on the panel. It was pretty cool. So...
Well, you got to admit, there's plenty of material there to make plenty of movies.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Well, you take any comic book, and there's plenty of material for plenty of movies.
Sony's got to do something right. I think the problem with the last Spider-Man movie, which I think...
They rushed it.
They rushed it. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was good. I think there was a lot of key stuff left out that could have been put in there if they hadn't removed it for time constraint. But the build up to the final scene where he's about to fight Rhino, I was like, dude, I'm amped to see this happen. I want to see this throw down. I want to see it throw down. I want to see it go and I want to see Spider-Man whoop the shit out of this guy in a suit. I want to see Spider-Man whoop the shit out of Paul Giamatti in a fucking Rhino suit. I mean, that was cool. I was totally down for that. And then they're like, we're not going to move ahead with this. What?
Yeah, and the only reason why, Andrew Garfield.
And apparently Venom is supposed to be getting a movie. I mean, that's the rumor.
Canceled.
That's canceled?
Well, they were supposed to be... the next one, I think, was going to be Venom versus Carnage.
Yeah, and they canceled it.
Yeah. I haven't seen...
Well, I've seen a live-action Venom. I want to see a live-action Carnage. That's what I'm looking for.
For Carnage, you
can't have Carnage without Venom.
I know.
Yeah. So, they'd have to make some representation of Venom, and it'd have to be a situation where, of course, Spider-Man... Because the reason why Venom is the way Venom is because of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If the symbiote hadn't bonded with Spider-Man, it wouldn't have taken on the form that it did.
Correct.
So, in Venom, a lot of the abilities that the symbiote has negate Spider-Man's ability, like his spider sense.
Yeah.
He can't detect Venom because the symbiote figured out how to mask itself. So, I don't know. God, man.
Well, with the current rumors flying that Sam Raimi is getting the control back, we very well may see a continuation of his previous trilogy.
Yeah, it's possible.
That hasn't been addressed directly as far as the standalone movies. We have heard nothing of the standalones yet. Now, we've heard of Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe that, we're not going to get another reboot.
Well, look.
We're not going to get another Origins.
Look, I was just getting used to Gidget being Aunt May. So,
Frog. I always see her as Frog.
Frog?
From Smoking the Bandit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She's
still pretty hot.
It's kind of weird, though. Yeah.
It's a little weird. But it's not saying Mama Partridge is hot. Weird. It's
no.
Frog
is hot.
Frog is hot.
But
she's pretty hot.
Actually,
our listeners are going, dude. What the fuck?
She's a G-MILF.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, I actually wouldn't be surprised to see if Whedon actually does have final say over scripts because he runs the Marvel universe.
Whedon's stepping down after Avengers 2.
No, he's not directing.
But he's stepping down.
That doesn't mean he's stepping down from...
he's not going to direct, but he's still going to be
the chess master.
Yeah, but he has no control with what Sony's going to do. Wait.
If they are
if they are going to tie it in, then...
he may let them do what they want, but he may say, you can't do this because it's going to interfere with what we're going to be doing here.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy to finally get the question.
This is all pure speculation, folks.
Yeah.
We are just, we're just...
A lot of rumors and our own opinions and speculations, what we want to see.
Don't take any of this seriously. We're just kind of
It is discussion.
Yeah, it is discussion, and if you have any input, please post it. We want to hear your ideas.
And if you're listening to us live on Spreaker, you can actually chat with us. There's a little window down there.
Yeah, there is a chat window, isn't there?
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll pop up. You can chat with us live, and I'll see it right now.
I don't know how this technology thing works, but,
Hey, I'm semi on the ball. I'm like not dead center on it, but I'm like...
better off than I am.
I got something coming out of my fallopian tubes or something. I need a beer.
That sounds horrible.
Wash it down. I'll jack another one from you.
You're on the rag? What the fuck, dude?
I don't know, man. I got too much estrogen around me, man. Getting cycles and dropping eggs. And...
Yeah, it's just you and Darwin.
Darwin ain't got his nuts, so...
Well, he's still a boy. Can you grab me one?
I'll grab you.
All right, sweet.
Oh, and a shout out to my coworker Kike for making me this awesome little stainless steel Superman emblem.
He did some nice cutting there, sir.
He did.
Some nice cutting.
Apparently that was freehand, too. He didn't draw it on there and then cut it. He just straight cut it.
You know what? You should have got him to do the Kingdom Come logo.
Oh, I should, dude.
It would have been a cleaner cut.
Well, if I do that, I'm just gonna get a whole series of them. I'm gonna get them all. Although I don't know how I'm gonna do 38 though, because that was just a floating S. It wasn't attached to the sides.
Oh God.
Yeah. And little known fact for you Superman fans out there: Superman originally could not fly.
No, he could only leap tall buildings
in a single bound. That's why it was said that way.
It's the motto, yes.
The reason he gained the ability to fly is in animation and on television. It was very hard to make it look like he was jumping without flying. So they actually told DC...
can't we just make him fly?
Yeah, and DC said, well, sure.
Make him fly.
Yeah.
And the Fleischer cartoons were awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was some beautiful animation for its time.
It was
just amazing. And another thing, you can kind of tell that animation is kind of timeless.
You can watch it now next to something newer and how plain.
That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think it had a lot of inspiration to do. Well, it was a lot of the inspiration behind the '90s Batman animated series.
That's right.
The darker noir look. What
do we got here?
The very. Oh God, I don't know. The Fleischer style just kind of held on there. That's why I say you should read New Frontier, man. New Frontier has got a lot of that style to it.
Huh. Apparently, Jenna Malone...
That's from, last August, I think.
...will be in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice.
As who?
Apparently she will be... The rumor flying is that she will be playing the female version of Robin, which only gives more strength to my whole...
Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Look, man, it's still too early to tell. However, what we've seen in the trailer, we can definitely see they're trying to work that angle.
Yeah, well, at least the look of Batman.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a throwdown.
Oh, yeah.
It's Superman versus Batman, and that's...
Well, I mean, look at every comic book iteration of that meeting that we have seen so far.
There's almost tension.
Yeah, and almost at every single original meeting, there is a fight.
Well, Superman and Zod destroyed one of the Wayne Tech satellites. Now,
that's right.
What I found interesting was the Wayne Tech logo on it was from the Nolan series. If you go back and look at it, it's the Nolan series Wayne Tech logo.
Huh.
Well, that could be because most of the younger audience who aren't necessarily knowledgeable about Batman other than the Nolan series, that'd be the easiest way for them to recognize it.
Well, another note, during the fight, I don't believe, or it may, it was during the fight.
Lex Luthor Tower was under construction, as well as a tanker.
Yes, the tanker that was thrown at Zod.
It's a LexCorp on it.
Yep. So that might be a small part of Lex Luthor's motivation for distrust of Superman.
No, it may be the classic. Well, he has powers, and why is he given?
Why does he get to have this gift and nobody else does?
Yes, I want that gift.
Yeah,
I could use that gift.
Well, in almost every iteration, there's been a different motivation for Lex Luthor to hate Superman.
Yeah.
The original in Superboy was they were friends, and Lex Luthor was this lab chemist, and in his lab, some sort of thing went off, and it was filled with vapor, and Superboy flew in and blew all the vapor out. Well, when he blew all the vapor out, it blew off all of Lex's hair. And so, for the fact that he made Lex go bald, Well, he vowed vengeance and to kill him and everything like that over hair, over a hairdo.
Over a lack of a hairdo. I mean, why couldn't you look at the plus side? You know why I shave my head all the time? No bad hair days.
There you go.
I don't have to wake up and worry about styling my hair. Why? Because I don't have any.
The biggest reason
I don't
I
have
had
long enough hair to do that with.
Yeah.
We talk about. I get out of the shower. I put on baseball cap. Take off baseball cap. Hour later, hair's fine.
I mean, now that style's in. I mean, people can go bald. They can shave their heads and be bald. And
you got Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel.
Fuck right, dude. Why is Lex Luthor so pissed about his hair?
Then again, that was the 40s or 50s, and I actually had that issue.
Back then, you had to have hair. I mean, that was hair.
If you didn't have hair, you were old.
You couldn't do a ducktail or a pompadour or, those really neat hairdos that they had back then.
You realize we've spent probably about 5 minutes talking about Lex Luthor's hair.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Well, eventually in the Dan Jurgens, he got his hair back.
Did you see the set? Did you see the set of wigs that Kevin Spacey had in Superman Returns? That was great.
Yeah. But once the old lady died, he took that wig right the fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, right off.
Put it on the kid.
Yeah. Took that shit right off.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey was the best part of that movie.
Definitely. Hands down.
I don't know. I kind of like...
Okay.
I actually got into a discussion online on Facebook about Superman Returns. And people were trashing it, saying it was a bad... Or one individual got on there and said it was a really bad film. It was
I
a
didn't
terrible
say it was
film.
horrible. I just said Kevin Spacey was the best part of it.
I'm not going to say it was a terrible movie.
I thought it was okay. I've never been a Superman fan, so I don't come in with a... I want
high expectations.
I come in wanting to be fantastic, but then again, also some people are like, I'm not a Batman fan either. I'm a Green Arrow fan, and that's it. From the very beginning, I've never been into Superman
here's the way I
Batman.
see it. All right. No, it is not the Superman film that I wanted to see. I understand they're wrapping up the Christopher Reeves saga, and I get that. I understand that. That's fine. No, it's not the Superman film I want to see, but it's still a good film. Because somebody out there, to them, it's the perfect film. It's somebody that grew up on the Christopher Reeve movies. That's awesome.
It's not the Superman film you wanted. It's the one you deserve.
I'm not even going to go that far. The Man of Steel, that's the one that I wanted.
I apologize for the Chris Nolan Batman reference. But anyway...
the Man of Steel is the one that I wanted. But here's the point that I made.
There's two problems with that movie. One, Bryan Singer left X-Men to do that movie. Two,
another Marvel DC swap there.
X-Men suffered because Bryan Singer left X-Men to do that movie. Thank you, Brett Ratner.
I don't know.
3 sucked.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't...
They made Juggernaut a mutant.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand,
also
of
that
the
little
contract,
girl could negate his power.
Little boy.
Boy, whatever.
Well, from what I understand is if they hadn't made him a mutant, they would have had no right to him.
Oh, wow.
From what I understand of the contract.
That's weird.
Because they don't outright own that character, but they do own mutants.
See, how can they bring Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver into the fucking Age of Ultron series and not have Magneto mentioned?
Well,
and it's like, that's their father.
Because they were Avengers. And Marvel still owns rights to Avengers.
As long as they don't... that's why they refer to them as twins. They don't refer to them as mutants. And technically, they don't really reveal that they're Magneto's children until
they just don't talk about it.
I guess you can legitimize it with, the Disney Marvel house having the rights to make an Inhumans movie and Quicksilver hanging out with the Inhumans quite a bit back in the day.
If DC wants to throw... Deadpool wants to pull this thing and pull Deadpool.
You mean Marvel?
Yeah,
Deadpool. That's the other one that's going to have the shared universe.
Because
really,
yes.
Well, because Deadpool is not a mutant, so really they have no exclusivity right to him.
Technically, he is.
No,
his powers are given. His power was given to him by the
powers are mutant in origin. By comic book standards, his powers are mutant in origin, but he is still an augmented human.
Yes. However, once given and properly bonded the mutant gene, he is a mutant.
They made him a mutant in the fucking Origins films, and I was not happy with that.
Well,
Well, that was Fox all.
We're finally getting a Deadpool live action movie.
Yes.
Are you going to spit in that horse's face?
No.
All right, don't bite the hand that feeds you, man.
No, it took Fox long enough to fucking get off their asses and actually do it. You know, I'm not gonna bash anybody that's responsible for making the damn thing, but if Fox, if Fox gives the creative rights to somebody and says, "Hey, go wild with it," I'm happy. But if Fox has creative control and says, "Well, we've got to do this and that doesn't make sense and this doesn't make sense," and why are you read a fucking Deadpool comic and tell me that anything in those comics makes sense? No, it doesn't. It's just supposed to be fun. That's the point.
Well, see, that's where the whole hiccup with him being in that shared universe is going to be kind of interesting to see unfold. Well, Deadpool isn't meant to make sense. He never does. Well, but yet he's going to be put in a universe that obviously does.
I just hope he breaks the fourth wall.
Oh, he has to.
He already did in that teaser, that little
the leaked CG
trailer.
That was test footage, is what it was.
He talked to the audience at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So I was happy with that.
Pull the Bob Hope. Every 20 minutes.
Oh, and I do love the Deadpool variant Axis #1 cover. That was absolutely awesome. It has the Avengers and the X-Men and the villains and everything, and they're all breaking the fourth wall, and Deadpool's flipping out. Who the fuck are you talking to? What the fuck are you looking at? What the fuck is going on? I thought that was awesome. I want to see more of that. Make an Axis movie.
Oh, we got 3 minutes. Jesus.
3 minutes. Yeah.
We've been talking.
We've been discussing.
Well,
that's what the second half is we're discussing.
So, what we need to tell you is, a Free Comic Book Day is coming up.
Yes.
First Saturday of May.
Definitely.
Which is, of course, the day after Avengers releases. Because because Marvel pretty much owns Comic Book Day weekend.
So definitely check out Free Comic Book Day. Take the kids, take your wife, take your loved ones, take the guy on the side of the road. They get it for free. So check it out.
Aren't we doing our comic tour that day? That'd be a good day to do it.
Do a comic book tour?
Us do our comic book tour.
I'd have to make sure I'm off. But yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be a good day to do
So
it.
tour day comic book stores. Okay. Okay.
And we can review some of them.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm down.
All right.
Totally down. So yeah, Free Comic Book Day, first Saturday of May. Go check it out. Promote literacy. It's a great thing.
Yeah, both my daughters are into comics now. So.
See, there you go.
They do have children's comic books.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. My oldest reads Teen Titans Go, which is right off of the TV show, the cartoon. I don't particularly care for it, but it's the only title in which her 2 favorite characters are in. So,
there you go.
Which is Raven and Starfire. I don't know who the hell Raven is.
Yeah, don't tell her, but Lego is actually producing a Starfire minifig.
Yeah, no.
And it's a Teen Titans Starfire.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell my daughter, Jimmy.
Nope.
I'll strangle you to death.
I'll just bring the set to you.
Oh God. I'm going to have to put it together for her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple other minifigs in there.
Oh, and Robert Downey Jr. Received the Generation Award at the MTV Movie Awards, and it was presented to him by the rest of the Avengers cast. And as he took the stage, he asked the rest of his cast to go ahead and bow down, take a knee, and proceeded to accept the award, and then stated that, the measure of a man is taken by the company he keeps. So I must be doing a pretty good job. And that was a pretty cool way to honor his castmates. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, Robert Downey Jr. great at giving back to the community. If you haven't seen all the stuff he does, follow him on Twitter, follow him on Instagram. He's posting stuff all the time. He's always giving.
And I also saw him on Jimmy Kimmel Live. So, are we riding off into the sunset?
We are about to. We got about 20 seconds left.
All right. Well, on that, I'm going to say your final words.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in a week. I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And we got Soren here with us, who's not talking anymore.
Off to find the Holy Grail of comics.
All right.